JDev is back at it here to give everyone another Walking Dead Season 6 episode review video. But before I get into that, it's extremely important if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Walking Dead that you take the time to pay attention to that episode title. I'll even put that title in the description for you. If that's the case and you find out that you're not caught up, I suggest, and so does everybody else, that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Walking Dead Season 6 episode number 7. The title of this episode is called Heads Up. This will be my review, reaction, recap of the episode. And keep in mind, I always tell you guys every time now, I've already seen the episodes a few times at least. Just reviewing them to have reviewed on my channel and reviewing them due to the fact that they announced that Season 11 of The Walking Dead is going to be the final season of the main Walking Dead show. After being knocked off the garbage dumpster by Nicholas's corpse, Glenn crawls under the dumpster to evade the walkers that have surrounded it. So Glenn is alive. It was pretty obvious, in my opinion, that he would be alive because nobody was around when he died. It has to have an impact when somebody dies, and that's where I came up with a theory that Glenn somehow, some way is going to live. Time passes and the walkers disperse, and Glenn is found by Enid. In a nearby store, Enid explains that she had fled Alexandria when the wolves attacked it, and before Glenn can learn more, she runs off. Now, Glenn discovers the body of David and his note to Betsy and decides to chase after Enid. He catches up to her in a restaurant, and despite her holding a gun to him, Glenn does manage to convince Enid to accompany him back to Alexandria. En route, they find some balloons that they can use to distract the walkers to keep the way clear. In Alexandria, Rick assesses the damage from the wolves' attack and finds a section of the wall where blood is dripping or dribbling from, and starts to work to reinforce it. Aware his hammering is luring more walkers to the walls, Tobin joins Rick to help him with the repairs, admitting to Rick that their group brought many changes to Alexandria, but the remainder of them are adapting and are thankful for their help. Now, there's also a really funny part in the episode where Gabriel is putting out flyers to have a meeting somewhere, and Rick just walks by and takes them down, like totally disregarding the fact that Gabriel just put them up there, and I thought that was pretty funny as well. Now, elsewhere, Carl provides handgun lessons to Ron, but refuses to allow Ron to use live ammunition. Ron sneaks into the armory to obtain cartridges for the gun. Morgan is forced to tell Rick and Michonne that he had let the wolves that they had captured escape. Morgan justifies his actions by reminding Rick that he had previously spared Morgan's life, and that while he had wanted to kill the wolves before, he believes people can change. Later, Morgan discreetly meets with Denise, acting as Alexandria's doctor, and tells her that he needs her help to treat somebody injured. Morgan leads Denise to the lone wolf he had secured in the one townhouse, but his actions are witnessed by Carol, who follows them inside and demands to see who he has captured. Spencer attempts to climb over Alexandria's walls to lead some of the walkers away, but ends up falling. Tara helps to dispatch walkers while Rick and Tobin recover Spencer back inside Alexandria, with a little help from Morgan, by the way. Spencer explains his actions as trying to follow what Rick had wanted to do earlier, but he had excluded any of the Alexandrians from helping. In the distance, they spot balloons rising above the walls, and Maggie realizes it's a sign from Glenn. Just then, the old church tower, which had been shown deteriorating throughout the episode, topples onto the wall segment that Rick and Tobin were trying to reinforce, crashing through it, and then that would allow walkers to flood into Alexandria. And that's how the episode ends. So they don't actually show any walkers going to Alexandria. It just ends with the tower crashing and the wall crashing under it. And what are they going to do now when all these walkers start to come in Alexandria? So, it's a filler episode. You're filling it to the mid-season finale where, we expect chaos and then the season when they come back. But it was okay. Nothing spectacular. Good stuff from Alexandrians like Tobin and Spencer. We had a little bit of Morgan. We had Denise is becoming a lot more important. And of course, Tara. We got Rick. But of course, Glenn. Glenn is awesome. As far as the score of this episode, I'm going to give it a 7.8 out of 10 because I know what's going to happen. And I'm going to give the character of the episode to Glenn since that he's alive. He shouldn't be alive after that, but he is. And that's how it is. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. So if you're a fan of The Walking Dead and you like this episode, heads up from season 6, go ahead and smash that like button. If you know anybody else that you think would be interested in listening or watching this particular video, share it to them, and then let them know that they can share it with whomever they'd like to share it with. Don't forget to leave me a comment, and that could be a bunch of different things. You can talk to me about the episode and give me your favorite moment, your score of the episode, your favorite character of the episode. You can tell me your favorite episodes and least favorite episodes, particularly favorite episodes. I don't really want to spend 10 minutes talking about my least favorite episodes of Walking Dead. Still, 706. I don't remember what the 706 episode is called, but we're almost there. But whatever the case may be, you can talk about your favorite characters of Walking Dead, least favorite characters. Anything you want, just leave it in the comment section. I always respond to all comments because it's very important. I don't really get that many, except the one I comment on. And last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.